Not long ago, being a billionaire was far less common than it is today, and it certainly didn't carry the same social, cultural, or political weight that it does right now. The Forbes 400 is a list of the 400 richest Americans. They've been publishing this list every year since 1982. And for the most part, when they first started this list, it was basically just a bunch of people who had quietly made a fortune in oil, real estate, or media. 192 of the people on that list were from those three industries alone. This is right at the very start of the Silicon Valley tech boom. Steve Jobs, back then referred to as Stephen Jobs, was only 26 years old and had just recently released the Apple II computer, and he just barely made the list. All in all, though, there were less billionaires on the Forbes 400 40 years ago than there are right now in the state of Connecticut alone. That's how incredibly uncommon they were back then. But I think the strangest part of it all, though, is basically how the billionaires, or mostly millionaires actually, reacted to being on the list. It wasn't seen as like a cool thing that you earned. Because just 40 years ago, the very idea of making a list of all the richest people in America was basically considered tasteless and unnecessary. Looking at all this stuff is kind of like looking through a window into a forgotten world. It's unrecognizable. It's like, what happened? How did we get here?